Hope you're having a good morning, a good afternoon, whatever it might be for you. We have like 3 things to work on today. So I don't know if we'll get to all 3, but we're going to work on some. But first thing is, if you haven't seen it, Arthur, you already won the puzzle. Can you show for 1 second? Go back to your Kong ball. We have the little voodoo doll. We'll see if this works. We have our little voodoo doll from the other day. This is the one that we started on stream. Hi, Winsome. Hi, Shoto. Hi. Arthur, hold on, you guys. I got to go take Puppy his special treat. Hold on. You need it now? You need it now, don't you? Okay, come on. Here it is. Here you go. There you go. Hi, kitty. Bye, kitty. All right, I'm coming. Here I am. Yeah, but this is a little voodoo doll, and so I made another one out of slightly bigger yarn, but I haven't put his little spots and patches and rips and things on, I guess you would say. So I haven't done that yet. So I need to finish him. And I was going to make a colorful one, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that right now or not. But I have the yarn hanging out over here in case. Let's see, what else have I done? I made a little tiny candy corn. I need to make another one though, because I want to make them into earrings. Little tiny candy corn. Ooh. See if I can. Yeah, I don't have it on today. Yeah, but I have a little tiny candy corn micro crochet. Hi, Amanda. How are you? How is everybody? Oh, that's okay, Shoto. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. So I need to make another little candy corn. They're just kind of hard on my hands, so we're not going to do that right now. But it's the same candy corn pattern as this, just with a 1mm hook and embroidery floss. Let's see what else. So I'm still working on my Hexi. I haven't finished it because hair on my nose. I got distracted by my voodoo dolls. They're so cute. I never thought I would like a little voodoo doll so much, but he's so cute. So still need to finish the Hexi, so we might work on that. And I also need to make another like cup koozie for my glass tumbler, so the Halloween one. So I had some, and I don't know what happened to them. I had a black and orange one, and I had an orange one, and they're gone. I don't know what I did with them, so I'm gonna make new ones. Hi, Magic Frog. How are you? Love the candy corn. You must have made a candy corn outfit for you. Oh, that sounds adorable. Voodoo doll is a great idea. You do one for work. Oh my gosh, I know. And I was thinking the little one would be a great little pin cushion. So that, will be a good little pin cushion, right? Because I was testing the pattern in acrylic first before I used my nicer, softer yarn on it. But I need to do his little embroidery, and then he'll be done. So I might do some of that, even though it's not my favorite thing to do. At least with the voodoo dolls, it's pretty forgiving because it doesn't have to be perfect. Like their mouths aren't supposed to be perfect. The stitches are supposed to be uneven, The only thing, you kind of just want the eyes to be right. But other than that, you can kind of do what you want. All right, hold up. What's already on this needle? Piece of, okay, we just use this. Never mind. I might use that one in a minute. I forgot I already had some on here. Let's see. And I got this pattern on Etsy, but I'm sure there's probably a free one on YouTube. I need to look. I should have looked, but I just saw this one. I was like, oh, it's cute. All right, I'm going to kind of model it after this one. I kind of moved a couple of the little things around. Like, I don't think he had one on his arm, or maybe it was something. Maybe he didn't have one on his leg. I don't know. But I added an extra patch. And then they had an eyebrow over here, but I didn't add that because I didn't think he had quite enough space. Hey, MJ. My little parfait chunky boy. I got to finish embroidering him. And then I don't know if I'm going to make another one, a pink one. I was thinking one of these. Or if I really just probably need to finish some other things before I make another one. Maybe Colorful Boy can wait, or Girl can wait. All right. Come here, little guy. I want to model. You have no name. It's just little guy, but I want to model the little patches after this one, or rips. Aw, guys are all saying hey to each other. How are you, MJ? Are you sleepy? Are you very, very sleepy? Let's see. Put one up here. Is this? No, it's just a regular little cross thing, not a X. Arthur's having a good time. We went to the park yesterday with Arthur, and he had a good time exploring, being king of the mountain on the rocks, looking out over the river or the creek. He had a good time. And what else did we do? I don't know, but he had a good time though. I'm glad he did. There weren't that many people there. There were a few. Oop, a little one fell. They are. I know. They're the cutest little voodoo dolls I've ever seen. I'm just saying. I've never thought that I would like a voodoo doll so much. Jeez, Arthur, you're being loud in there and aggressive with that puzzle, boy. Get it. Gotta get the cat one too, but I don't want them to be confused over like whose is whose. Is the only thing. I may have to like put them in separate rooms at that point. The cat just watches him do it for now. He doesn't care. Okay. Let's see if this will work. Okay, we got a little arm thing. It's not perfect, but again, it's a voodoo doll. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's like, you know, rips and tears and you sewed it up real fast kind of thing, I guess. Hi, Dreeny. How are you? You're working on the pattern test. Oh, you're working on the pattern test. You are? Yes. I forgot about that. Good. I'm gonna tie this off and try to snip it and tuck it in. This was the lighter color that I had for Premiere, but I still felt like it worked for like a burlap sack kind of color because burlap sacks can be darker or lighter, right? But I still think a colorful one would be really cool. It was kind of my husband's idea to make a rainbow one, or I thought maybe like a pink one and then do all the little embroideries different colors. I wish I had like a really quick changing variegated yarn to do it with, but I don't have one that changes super fast. That would be cool. Maybe I do. I don't know. I have to look at that one that I have, that cotton one. Yes, that's right. It is a cute little voodoo doll. Usually voodoo dolls are made out of like burlap sacks and things, so they generally are a brownie color, but really you can make them out of anything or any color you wanted to, which is a cool thing. And I feel like they'd be cool out of scraps or anything too. All right, I'm gonna put his main little one down his chest. Oops, pulled it too far. I really still like the, what is this? The Easy Peasy by Woobles for embroidery. For me, it just works so much better than regular like acrylic. I don't know why it's so much easier for me, but it is. Okay, we'll go to about here. And then we'll start adding his little across the ones. Ooh. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Is he? I think I know. I think that Rosalie maybe have also made him. Because I saw one that she made that had like a burlap sack head and like an orange jumpsuit kind of body thing. Is that Sam? Is that Sam? Because I know it's like some kind of Halloweeny character, but I'm not sure exactly what. I want to make them different sizes, but I don't want to make them drastically different sizes, these stitches. I'm trying to figure out what hole to come out of next. There we go, I think. I can always pull it out if I don't like it. That's a good thing. All right, that'll be fine. What about this one? This one to be nice and straight. Let's try to do it about right here. Yeah. And then pull it in a little bit. Try to make this one a little smaller. Oop, is that smaller? Oop. I think so. We'll see. Yes, that's him. Yes, okay, I thought so. Need to use more for embroidery. I have a lot of, yes, I think it's really good for embroidery. I really do. I need to get some white as well. but the black definitely, I was like, I need that because I had used it from like leftover kits, and it's just something about like the width of it and the way it lays, and that it's not multiple pieces of thread. Like, I don't know, it's just easier for me. I can do things almost the first time with embroidery instead of doing it multiple times. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can move this and put one more maybe. I don't know if I need one more little. Yeah, I think I do. Need one more little cross on his belly. Or not cross, but a little stitch. I don't know what to call it half the time. Oops, move. Okay. Right there, be fine. And then we'll take you back out here and tie you off. Ta-da! Oops, I caught his leg in there. Hey, Moonrose, how are you? Can't take today. Use mine for embroidery. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Oh, you're making a micro crochet choker. Oh no, MJ. I mean, Winsome. You need some of these things. So I have one over here. Oh man. I know you don't live in America, but if you did, I would tell you. I don't see one right now. Oh, they're over there. If you did, I would tell you to go to the Dollar Tree and get one of these finger protector things. They're like these little pink things that they're like silicone and they go over your fingers. But I think you could get like a silicone thimble or something maybe would work as well. But in theory, I think they're supposed to protect your finger from like a little heat or something. Like maybe if you're doing hot glue gun. But that's what I use when I'm doing micro crochet to stop poking myself through the finger. Or those little, yeah, it's kind of like a thimble. It looks basically like a thimble, but it's a little longer maybe than a thimble would be, and it's silicone. But that is perfect for micro crochet when you're repeatedly stabbing yourself, because that is definitely a problem. All right, let's see. I see people use band-aids and stuff, and I'm like, I can't. I have to use that thing. Okay. There's his little belly done. Again, not perfectly straight. I don't want them to all be perfectly straight. But, okay, that'll be good. Cut that. Tie that off. That's the fun thing. I'm not stressed about this because, like I said, they don't have to be straight. I love it. Love it. Okay, tuck this in here. All right. Now what do you need? An X on your leg? Yeah, you need an X on your leg. I'm going to flatten it this way. Put on, hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hi. Ooh. This is what he likes to do and rub my face. Hi. Oh, bye. You leaving me? Okay. I love you. Bye, little one. If you're leaving. Are you coming back for more? More? Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, it's a good nose rub. Yeah. I love you. I love you. I love you. I was like trying to grab you so you weren't showing everybody your bum. All right. Bye. He's so sweet. You're turning British. You need a cup of tea. You need it. You do, Winsome. You do. You'll have to look them up, Winsome. I'm not sure exactly what to call it other than like a silicone thimble, but they're not. They shouldn't be expensive. So maybe you can find one somehow or something similar. Because man, they're really, really needed for stuff like that. All right, I'm trying to figure out. I think here will be good. I'm trying to put the cross on like the front of the leg, and it's kind of flat, so I kind of have to like lay it open and figure out where to put it. I think that'll work, and I think if I get it down here, that should be okay. Okay. Yeah, I can go with that. That'll work. It doesn't have to be straight. There we go. Oops, don't catch your arm. There we go. Little leg. Hi, Sonia. How are you doing? There we go. Got his little arm patch, little leg spot. He's done now. I just need to snip and tuck this in, knot it and tuck it in. I hope you're doing well, Miss Sonia. Oh, the kitty got little kitty hairs all over my nose. Ugh. Okay. Oh, itchy. I love you, kitty. You just make me itchy. You just make me itchy. Ugh. Hi, Abigail. How are you? Yes. Yes, Wisdom, definitely. Finger saver. I will take that. I will take that. I'll be your finger saver. Yes, but they will help you for sure. All right. There you go, little dude. Ta-da! Little guy. All right. Little guy with the little guy. They're so cute. All right. Now, what to do? What to do? I lost my clover hook again, you guys. I lost my favorite hook again. I don't know. I took it somewhere. It could be God knows where. It could be in my husband's car. I looked, but I was gonna get him to look behind me in case it was like way under the seat. Anyway, I've been making do and getting used to my light up hook. It has another handle that is not a light up handle. So I've been making do with it. I have another 4, but I don't like it. So I'm just stuck with this for now. Anyway, but it'll be okay. I will just get another clover because I need, if I have one clover hook, I want the 4 because I use that one the most. We have the cardigan. What else was I supposed to work on? We did the embroidery, the cup holder, and the cardigan. Where's the cup holder? Here. I'm not sure how I want to do it. I kind of wanted to do it like this, but I can't remember like how many stitches around I need to like make the granny square things come out perfect. So I may not do it like that. I may just do it solid. Not solid one color, but solid like stitches, just single crochets. I know, not my favorite hook. Oh, nature fairy. It's soon. Very soon. Wait a minute. It's not very soon. It's today. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll send you a message later, but congratulations. I don't know. Without telling everybody else, in case you didn't want everybody else to know. Yay! Happy day for you. Oh, hey, honey. How are you? How's work? Are you melting yet? I know it's hot. 1. I think I'm on 2 and an increase, or am I? Let's see. I'm making my little pattern as I go along. Aw, you're welcome. I don't know why my thing didn't remind me this morning when I went to work. I bet it'll remind me this afternoon. I'll be like, thanks a lot. But I just knew when you came out, I was like, wait a minute. It's today. I was like, it's either today or tomorrow. No, it's today. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Let me go back. 1, 2, 3. Oh, annoyed, but what else is new? Of course. He said, who's Amanda? I don't know who that is. You do know who that is. If I told you that it was the person that I won the giveaway from, and that they told me that they kind of wanted to start a channel because I had started the channel and it kind of inspired them to start their channel, you'll know who I'm talking about. He'll know. He's just confused. He doesn't know your username, but he would know if I said that. Ah, yeah. See, now you know. Yeah. He's like, wait a minute. I have to think, who is that? I know. I'm always like, so and so from chat, and he's like, who? He's like, I'm like, I know you're not there for that long, but I'm just saying. Aw, yeah, that's so sweet. That makes me feel so nice. 2 increase, 1, 2 increase. Okay. 1. No, I don't. I've won 2, Nugget. I've won 2, you Nugget. I'm calling my husband a Nugget in case you don't know. That's what we call each other. Arthur, what are you doing? Arthur, what are you doing over there? Did a treat go over there out of your puzzle? Carry on. He's just looking at me like, what? 1, 2, I hardly wiggle. Oh, MJ, come on. You win a lot of giveaways, don't you? Is she just online shopping and saying they are giveaways? Ah! More than me. Oh, yeah, Nature Fairy. That reminds me, I was going to send you, I saw it this morning, but it was really early, so I didn't want to send it to you yet. But they're, Making Meowgic is doing another giveaway. If I enter it later, I'll tag you in it too. But they are doing another fall giveaway on their Instagram. Is my finger turning black because of the yarn? My finger's turning black. Okay. I don't remember that happening before. That's weird. I guess it's the yarn, not the hook. I don't know what's happening. That's weird. Where'd my increase go? It's black yarn. I'm trying to find it. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2. That would be my increase. Okay, so it's here. Okay. You won 3 giveaways. Okay. Well, you've just won them, I guess, since I've like you won like 2 of them since we've been friends. So that's why I say that. But and probably same here. All right, I'm trying to. I can't remember where I was at, and I don't want to mess it up, even though it's just my little koozie. All right, that's an increase for sure. All right, cool. I'll pull it back to there. I'll be good. I'm just going up every round. 1 and an increase, 2 and an increase. Started with 6, then went to 12, then 1, 2, 3, 4, until I get it big enough for the bottom of my cup, which is right there. 1. Let's see. Increase. Wait, no, 2, and then increase. Okay. I am crocheting a cup koozie right this second, but I need to also work on many other projects like my Hexi cardigan. I might switch over to that in a minute because I probably should do that before I finish this. But also, I need this, so that's why I'm like, maybe I should do this. But I also have to count this. So you know what? Forget that. We're not counting right now. This is the right size hook for this too, right? Yep. Okay. All right. Back to the cardigan. Because I really should finish it. I'm so close to being done with it. It just, so many other things are going on. But hopefully I can work on it for the rest of the night. And then maybe I'll have enough length on it to lengthen up the stitch or the sleeves. Add a couple rounds to each sleeve and then put it together. Or put it together and then do the sleeves. I don't know. Because then I need to decide, do I want to make it longer like in the waist or not. But I'm not sure. There you go. You used to tell my husband some of my nail products were PR and he got them fast, or the bags were a different brand. He wasn't mad. He was just like, really? Oh my gosh. About a year. That's so funny. Don't give her any ideas. Oh my gosh. I've never done that. That's hilarious though. My husband would be, he'd be like, really? You got, I'd be like, yeah, I got some yarn from Ah, no, I've never done that, but that is hilarious though. He's really, I mean, you know, he really doesn't care what I get because it's my money, I guess. You know, he will question it though. He'll be like, "Do you really need like for example, do you really need another one of those tank tops? Don't you have one of those in like every color already? You know, that kind of thing." I'm like, don't question me about my $5 tank tops, okay? Oh, me and my $5 tank top that I paid for, okay? I know. I don't know why it was turning my finger black. That is weird. I've never had that happen before. And I can't imagine it was anything else. But then my other part of my finger isn't black. I had just washed my hands right before I came. I don't know. I'm better confused. Maybe did I rub my eye? I don't know. It's almost purple. Like, I don't know. It's almost purple. It's weird looking, but it's not a bruise, obviously. I would know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised as much as I squeeze things with that finger. It's not a bruise. It doesn't feel like a bruise. So. Then you'll get it and you'll be a little sad. Why did I buy this? Right, I know I will. I'll do that sometimes. I will. I'll buy things and then I'll be like, why did I buy this? Even when it's like something that's like $5, I'm like, why did I buy that? Even though I'm like, no, then I like talk myself back into it. But I usually do a really good job at like the store of like going through things before I check out. Like, do I really need this kind of thing? I try to do good about that. Arthur, you want to come up on the couch? Is the kitty and the squishmallow in your way? I'm sorry. I will move the giant squishmallow. Excuse me. And this little basket. Come on, baby. There he is. Oops, sorry, bud. Sorry, guys. Hit the mic, too. You good? Good job. Now he's all comfy and cozy over here. All right. Arthur, we're going to work on this cardigan until we get it done, bud, because that's just what we got to do, because Mama wants to wear it before Halloween, and it's officially fall, so we officially can wear it, and we just need to do it. Even though we don't have our favorite hook, and it's really sad. We're really trying to adapt to this slightly longer hook and make it work. It's also a 0.5 millimeter, 0.5 millimeters bigger, but I swear it's just because of the different brands that this one is closer to the other one. I wanted to make sure it was like not too small, because I didn't want the Hexi to like warp, I guess, if I started using a different brand hook that was a little bit smaller. So I made sure that wasn't going to happen. I hope. Ooh, Arthur, after we get done here, we need to probably take a little walk because it's real nice and hot. And then, so not too long a walk. And then I need to clean a little bit, and then we can work on this and watch something. But we got to figure out what we're going to watch. I got to find something that holds my attention, little Arthur. Sometimes things don't hold my attention very well. I'll forget I'm watching it if it doesn't. Married for 16 years, you got to keep your husband on his toes somehow. Shaking my head. This is the woman I married, right? You know, you just gotta. You never know what to expect, right? Gotta keep them never knowing what to expect. I know everybody's always like, you gotta keep them in line now. And Mac's always like, what I do? It's funny. Even my grandpa says that. Mm-mm-mm. Arthur, I wonder, I haven't looked to see exactly how big this is in a minute. I always have trouble figuring out how to fold this. It's really not that small. It just, I mean, it definitely needs length on the arm, but the other one does as well. So really, maybe just, I don't know, 4 or 6 more rounds or something, maybe. I don't think it'll take too much more to make it the right size. Where was I? There's a tail, and then there's a working yarn. There's the working yarn. Okay. It's lazy this year and just bought a Halloween shirt and leggings from Sheebas. Hey, look, be comfortable. Heck, last year for my Halloween live stream, I bought pajamas. So, and you know what? If I do another one, I will probably wear those pajamas because they were very comfortable. They're very soft. Because some Halloween costumes, I remember being so miserable some year in my Halloween costumes. Like I had this Cinderella costume, and it had that awful, like, if you ever did dance when you were young, the awful tutu material. And some of the tutu material is kind of soft, and then there's that other level of it that is like the most itchy, stiffest, most awful stuff ever. And I think I had that on, and maybe even pantyhose as well, or maybe I didn't have on pantyhose, and that's why it was so uncomfortable. But it was just like scratching me constantly, and oh, it was awful. And then it would like get stuck. I remember it getting stuck on things. Oh, it was Oh, no fun. Real cute, no fun. Always add link to the sleeve. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, a long rollover cuff. I've never heard. I'm gonna add link to the sleeve, but a long rollover cuff. That's interesting. You just also gave me an idea because I've been wondering how can I put elastic in it somehow. Other than I did see a video the other day that basically said you could kind of like slip stitch in with like some really thin elastic, which I don't have and will have to find, and then like kind of stitch behind it. I guess slip stitch in every where the ribbing is and slip stitch the elastic in, and somehow it gives it some elasticity. But I wonder if I could just make them extra long and then like fold them over and sew elastic inside of it or something. I don't know. I just want them to be able to go up and over my elbow, but also not be like ginormous over my wrist would be the like ultimate goal. Aw, have fun, Winsome. Me and Arthur and Mac did that yesterday. We went to the park. Didn't we, bud? He played King of the Mountain. If you want to see his picture, it's there on Instagram. It was very cute. It was very cute. You had a good time, didn't you, bud? Yeah. You worn out still? Maybe. He says perhaps. Well, you better wake up in a little bit because we're going to go back outside. Yeah. But not for too long because it's almost 90 degrees out there today. It warmed back up for the next couple days. You need to learn to make granny squares. You can do it, MJ. You can totally do it. It's not hard. You got it. And once you learn, like, it's one of those things for me anyway that like I don't need to watch a video anymore. I just have the pattern memorized. It just, and usually patterns that I memorize, I'll forget. Like I can only hold like so many patterns in my brain at a time. However, this one just always stays there. And then this is just basically the same thing except for 6. So, and different people do them different ways. Like I chain 1 in between my clusters, and my clusters are 3 double crochets, and then my corners are 3 chain 3. But some people do it different. Some people like don't chain 1 in between their clusters. Some people do only like a chain 2 in the corners. There's all kinds of different ways people do it. But whatever works for you and your tension and stuff. Yeah, he did like the other park better. But at least it was a different place to go smell and look around and stuff. That's the important thing. He got to smell new smells, pee on new things. Never put elastic in mine, only for it. Yeah, because you never knew how. I know, exactly. I would love to know how. I've got to figure it out. There's got to be a way to make it like stretchy. Because I just like to be able to always push my sweaters or whatever up. And, you know, if it's too tight, you can't really. So it would be dope to put elastic in it. As I like to say, that's dope. I say it sarcastically, but I do say that a lot. My husband will tell you that. I say, that's dope. But I would love to be able to figure that out. That'd be great. Wouldn't it be nice if we could put elastic in our feet? I know how to put it in a waistband, but I don't know how to put it in a cuff. But again, is the waistband that way? No, wait, how did I do the waistband? I have to go get the shorts that I made to figure that out. But I got a feeling that I made something and then I like folded it in half, I'm pretty sure, and then the elastic went through it. So I almost just wonder, like I said, if I doubled the length of the cuff. But I don't know how much stretch it would have though because of the crochet. I don't know. I need help at this point. Save me. Oh Lord, I left you in the background. I forgot to put my music back on. I heard you while I did the last card. You sound crazy. Oh Lord. At this point, I need help at this point. Save me. Oh my goodness. You're nuts, honey. We're both nuts. I think that's why we're together. Hey Vima, how are you? He has no idea what we're talking about. He thinks I'm speaking another language, you guys, because he's like elastic and waistbands and you know, cuffs. And he's like, huh? Well, you do the same thing with cars, dear. And I look at you the same way. You're mechanicking. Hey, Pets World, how are you? How are you? How are you? I didn't want to work on this today because I know people are like, dang, she's still working on that thing. But I mean, you know, yeah. I had other things to do in between. But I swear, it's coming along. Like I said, I'm going to try my best not to work on anything else today and get the next couple rows done. And then maybe I'll be able to make the sleeves longer. And then really all I have to do is put it together and it's wearable. It's just up to me if I want to add the cuffs and all that stuff at that point. It may depend on how big the sleeves are around. If I might just try it without cuffs and just see how I like it. And then if I want to, I'll add the cuffs. I don't know. Let's see what you crocheted a dog toy. I did see it. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you used that small of a hook though. Holy crap. That was a good size for something that small of a hook. So I'm sure it did take a while. Aw. Left your husband outside digging up a tree reed double the size of me. Oh my gosh. Holy moly, Amanda. Jeez. That's huge. I hope he has better tools than just a shovel. He needs like a tractor, man. Holy crap. Aw, he's make a bandana for the golden retriever. Aw. I don't think I've seen the bandana for the golden retriever though. Aw. That's sweet. I did see the bomb though. I definitely did see that. I saw it this morning. Oops. I think I saw it when I first woke up. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally go over the 2 rows, but I don't think I will because I have to stop and do my little slip stitch and stuff. And put black on here and keep going. Also, don't know if I want to do the cuffs and the trim in orange or in black, you guys. I know like the typical idea would be to do it in black and it may look better, but at the same time, I wonder like what orange would look like. And I kind of wonder if that would just make it more unique. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do. Oh, you don't think you posted it? Okay, well that makes sense. Why didn't I see it? It gets there when he puts the wrong fuel in the chainsaw. Oh no! Oh dear, oh dear. It happens, Amanda. That kind of I will not throw my husband under the bus. But that kind of thing happens. That's all I'll say. Wasn't a chainsaw, but definitely the wrong fuel can happen. At least it was a chainsaw, is all I will say. God bless, though, man. I don't even know what you do. I guess you just try to clean it out yourself the best you can when it's a chainsaw. I don't know. Because I know if it's like a, you know, vehicle or something, you have to get people to clean it for you and make sure they get all the whatever it was out of your tank. So, oh my gosh. Bless. And then if you start it while it's in there, I know that's really even worse than just putting it in there, but that's bad enough. But he's up and running now. Okay, good. He must have got it cleared out pretty good. He must not have cranked it up while he had the wrong fuel in there because, whoa, I think that makes it worse from what I understand. What does it say? Say create or clean? It says create. It's just not on right now. I need to replace the batteries in it. That would be hilarious if it said clean. Clean! Just lights up when the house needs cleaning. Clean! Oh, me. It would be always on because there's always something to clean, right? Always some laundry, always a dish, always the floor needs a vacuuming. I don't know, something. I think I've done all the dishes. I think I just need to put away my laundry because it goes the wrong way around. I know. I hate that it does that. I wish it didn't. Why does everything have to be backwards? I don't get that. Because I realized that one day. I was like, I show people text all the time. It's backwards. I was like, wait, what? I'm like constantly doing that. And now I'm realizing it's totally backwards. I'm like, oh, well, that's good. That's real good. But I don't know why it's like that. Like, I understand, like, people used to, like, flip TV shows or whatever, you know, to get past, like, copyright. I get all that. I don't understand why the live stream is, like, mirrored exactly. Is it just because the camera? Is the camera mirrored? I don't know. I've never tried to take a picture of text in my front camera. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. We did go to the comedy show this weekend. I was like, I swear we did something else this weekend. We did. We went to the comedy show. It was interesting. It's not really my person, but it was for my husband, so I went. But we have one this weekend with Jimmy Carr, who is a British comedian. I'm excited about that because I really enjoy his shows. I think this is our second show of his? I don't know, second or third show of his we're going to. But he's very good. Oh my God, yes, MJ. Yep. Exactly. Right now it looks like I'm crocheting with your left hand. Oh, so it's not ruined. That's good. That's good, Amanda. I'm glad that the chainsaw is good. I know that putting diesel in a regular engine is bad. I've never even thought about it really too much the other way. But yeah, I'm sure not good. And like you said, starting it, oh yeah, that's just gonna, you're not, because like I said, I think if you just put it in there and you realize it before you crank the engine up, from what I understand, not that I would know or anything, you just clean it out basically. You get somebody to clean it out. But other than that, if you crank it up, you've just run it through your engine, and that's not good. Not good at all. Hello, Life with Paige. How are you? Oh, your dad's mom is going to try for another dog. Oh, oh no! Bless the little dog. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but just be careful with the dog bone and tell whoever you give it to just to watch them really closely because different dogs, like teeth, I swear, are different sharpnesses. Like Arthur can't get through cotton yarn. He has plenty of balls. He's never tried to get through or anything. But then I've given one to a friend and their dog, like, almost immediately ate through it. So just be careful about that kind of stuff. Like I said, I make balls for Arthur and he doesn't mess with them, but depending on the dog. And Arthur's a little older, so his teeth aren't quite as sharp as like a younger dog too. I'm glad you are good. Anybody making anything today? I haven't asked yet. I meant to. I would love to know. The few pointers are different colors here as America as well. The green is red and the black is blue. Yeah. I can't even remember how. I don't even remember how it happened in our situation, but I guess we were just talking and I don't even know. But thankfully it was realized before the engine blew up. But you know. Lessons learned. I think it cost like $400 or something to clean the gas tank out. It was not cheap. If I'm remembering right, I think it was like $400 just to clean it out. You're just gonna give it to him to get away. Yeah. Me and puppy fall out of cotton. He carried it around. I think he still has it. Yeah. See, Pets World, it's just totally, different dogs. You just never know. We'll get cotton. Oh, really? That is annoying, Pets World. I guess you could, like, double it would be the only thing you could do. Like, crochet with multiple strands, to thicken it up at this point until you can find maybe different. I always thought that would be really annoying and really hard to, like, crochet with multiple strands. It's really not. It's really not. It's not bad at all. It looks like it would be. The worst thing is, like, untangling things every now and again, maybe, but that's if you have a bunch of them. True. No, Amanda, I don't think you have. Don't the Valerian cat? I don't think so. She's using regular glass and didn't think it would matter if she did it, but it did matter. It shows down. Oh yes, it definitely matters. I think most people, don't think anything of it. Like we saw a video the other day, and I don't know how real it was, but it was like this girl was like, "Oh, I was just being nice and putting, the expensive gas in your motorcycle or car or whatever it was," and he was like, "You can't do that," you know. And she was like, I was just trying to be nice. I thought I would just get you the nice gas, Like I said, I don't know how real that was, but I think people do sometimes just really think they're doing like a nice thing, and then they're like, oh, whoops, or they just purely do it by accident somehow. But, aw, yeah, I saw the picture of him when he was a puppy. How sweet. Looks like a little lab, maybe. Hello, Kitty Pancakes. How are you? Doesn't even have a relationship with the owner one time he ran off. Oh no. This is why he doesn't listen to him. My old dog that we had at my parents' house, we would call him and he would just come barreling by you. He would just run right past you. You would think he was coming right towards you, and then he'd run right by you. He'd eventually come, but man, he was a loud boy. Cause he knew you were calling him, cause he'd come tease you like that. Thankfully, Arthur's not that way. It's just Arthur is not allowed to be off the leash because one, we live really close to the road now. I didn't when I grew up, but now I'm a lot closer. And two, he has run down the road like 2 or 3 times when he was off leash, so he's just not allowed off leash, um, unless he has a fenced in area. I wish he could be, but it's just not safe. It's not worth losing little Arthur. I accidentally found the Oh, really? Is it in a bad way, Amanda, or just like in a crazy way? Because catnip doesn't seem to do anything for a lot of my cats that I've had, and including this one. So far, the catnip that I've tried doesn't seem to do much for him. Oh, oh. Yeah, locked in the leash. Can't get longer. Here with a bird with tiny steps because it was so fast. Oh. You're okay. You're okay. I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. My contacts are dry. Sorry, I'm blinking a lot. You had some valerian tablets and a pie that was like a natural sleep aid. Yeah, I know valerian root is like a thing in some of my teas, I think, right? My sleepy time teas. Natural sleep aid or something. And every time we open the door, the cats were obsessed. Oh my gosh. I'll have to get out a tea bag and see if he likes the smell of it. That's interesting. Because I think I do have some kind of like sleepy time tea or something that has valerian root in it. Is used to calm horses and cats. That's interesting. Because he does get a little antsy pantsy sometimes, and mostly at night. Like now he's pretty chill, and he's just taking a bath, and this is about his nap time anyway. But he just, I don't know. Sometimes at night he gets a little antsy, and I'm hoping he gets a little better when he gets fixed. But I don't know. I wonder if that would help chill him out some. That's interesting. I've gotten him some like melatonin stuff, or no, not melatonin, chamomile treats. I think that have chamomile in them. And I did give him one of those earlier, so that might be one reason he's extra chill. But yeah, you're being very good. You're just taking a little bath. Yeah, but you usually are pretty good about this time of day. Hi, Crafty Witch. How are you? Let's see. Our cats don't respond to catnip. Yeah, mine either. Makes them roll around like crazy. Yeah, I'll have to definitely see what he does with that. Yeah, cats it makes them on. I know it usually does, but for a lot of the cats that I've tried it on, I don't know, the catnip doesn't work for them. So I'm interested. Because even I think my boss's cats, I got them like some catnip stuff one time, and I think one of them kind of liked it, but the other two were like me. They could care less. Oh, you tried to crochet in your brother's hair and it worked. I've seen somebody do that before. I think I have seen somebody crochet with somebody's hair. That's hilarious. but it would make a crazy like curl pattern. But a massive bag of valerian on eBay. Oh, that's a good idea. That's such a good idea, Amanda. If he shows any indication that he likes that tea bag or anything, if I get some, I will definitely do that because that's a great idea. He loves little like the balls that I make Arthur. He also loves, and I used to put catnip and stuff in them, but like I said, he doesn't care about that. But and I used to like sew little things, little shapes together, and make little things out of scrap fabric and put it in there. That's a great idea. Forgot I used to do that. That's another little craft thing I used to do before I crocheted was make little cat toys and things. Get dirty, but we just wash them in the sink and let them on the radiator to dry. Next thing we know, they steal it. Well, hey, it must maintain some of its scent, huh? If they're that obsessed. That's cute. I will have to see. That's adorable. I wish he would be. That would make me happy if he did like it. Because I'm still figuring out all the things he likes, and he is too, I think. He's just a baby. Just a big baby. I was trying to think how long has he been inside. I'll have to look back at like pictures and remember how long has he been inside. And he's like a year and 2 or 3 months old, but he's something like that. But he's been inside for not that long, just a couple months after he got his little foot hurt. But I'm glad everything kind of happened the way it did. I'm not glad he got hurt, but I'm glad it kind of happened the way it did, where he had to stay with us inside, and then he found out he liked it in here, and we were like, well, I guess we'll take him. He sprained his ankle pretty badly, but he's good now. It was months ago. Cats tend to do that a lot. They sprain their ankles a lot when they're young and jumping around. Dirty and wet. Oh yeah, I already read that. Whoops. Use the big hook and use oily long hair to give wet hair make good curls. That's what I'm saying. I bet. I bet. Does he have a litter box? He does. He does. Kitty does have a litter box. Yes. And it was Kitty that hurt his little foot, but he's all good. He was jumping on something and he fell off. And I think on the way down, he hit something else and it hurt his foot, but he was all good. He's all healed up. And the day, of course, the day we were bringing him to the vet, he got better, kind of thing. He was like, he got threatened and he knew he must get better. And he did. And so I'm so glad. But it's relatively common. I've seen a lot of cats have ankle, or I guess ankle or foot injuries, leg injuries from jumping and stuff like that. It happens. But I was worried about him because it did take him a little while to heal. But he did really good. And now he all better. But I still get worried about him. But I think he learned his lesson, though. He doesn't jump onto things he's not sure about anymore, which is good. And a cat door. We had put in a cat door recently. Our cats had never had one before. And the 16-year-old cats worked it out straight away. The younger ones are still trying. That's funny. My patients, I set up a new litter box for their cats today because they have older cats. And one of them is like much older. And then the other one's more like middle to elderly aged. And they have redone their entire home basically. But the cats were used to going to the litter box in this one corner. And so they kept going to the bathroom over there, regardless whether the litter box was there or not, even though there's new flooring and everything. So I was like, let's just get a new litter box. Let's get an enclosed litter box and we'll try to teach them how to use it. And I know it's in y'all's space, but we'll get an enclosed one and we'll put it back over there and then they'll be good. And so we did that today, but it's got like a door flap on it to keep the dog out and just, so they don't have to see it all the time. And so I said, well, we're going to start with the flap open and let them learn to use it and recognize it's over here. And then we will slowly start to shut the door on them and then they can learn to open it. Because I was like, I don't think if we just keep it shut, they're going to go through there. Not at their age. Oh, there's a sunset coming. Oh, we have some pretty ones back here. Where I live, I'm thankful. We have a lot of pretty sunsets out here. Oh, Oh, it's okay. Welcome back, both of you. Moonrose and Kitty Pancakes. I hope y'all are doing well. See, I'm working on my cardigan. Okay, Miss Moonrose, I'm working on it. I put down my voodoo dolls. I popped into her lab yesterday, and she told me I better work on that cardigan. I better finish it. I'm taking it to heart. I'm working on it. No, we're just chatting. You didn't really miss anything. We just been chatting and crocheting. You're thinking about moving? Oh, really? I remember that you had kind of, or your parents or something had talked about it maybe one time or something. That's interesting. Are you excited? Would you like to move? Oh, thank you. Yes, it's finally acceptable to all people now to have this decor up, not just to the people that love fall and decorate early like me. But yeah, and I got some leaves. So after Halloween, I'll take the bats down and we'll just have pumpkins and leaves back there until Christmas. And then we'll put Christmas stuff. I don't know what, but something. I usually wrap the painting in wrapping paper and make it a present, so I'll probably do that again. Closer to my uncle. Oh yeah, there you go. I thought you would. I was just double checking because I know some, people either feel like really passionate about moving sometimes, like they really want to or they really don't want to, which is understandable either way. Ugh. Like sometimes I wish I didn't have to move out of this house one day, but at the same time, it's an old house and I know that it needs a lot of things and I don't I don't want to be responsible for all those things. So it's probably for the best that I don't live here forever. But it does suck. I'm just gonna probably move like a couple houses down. Move everything I own just like a couple 100 feet. That sucks. It's gonna be a process though. A process. And then I just would like to be wherever we're gonna be too, because then I can finally do what I want. I can paint the walls whatever colors I want. I can, different in a rental house. Okie dokie, Pets World. Look at house and things. I missed something, but I'll go back in the house. Just a skeleton. That's right, Pets World. That's right. It really doesn't matter where you are too much. It really matters the people that are there around you and what you make of the place and make it your own, all that good stuff. That's exactly right. That's what my old neighbor said before they moved. That is very true. So to work where my husband loves all the projects. I'm like, well, have it. See, if my husband was more like woodworky, then it might be different. But this house is on our farm, but it's not going to be inherited by me, which I knew when I moved in here and started renting it. But I also didn't expect to stay here for this long either and have this much because now I have like a whole house full of stuff to move. Before it was like an apartment of stuff. Now it's like a whole house, It's like, oh, so it's gonna be rough, but one day, I hope not anytime soon. But probably in the next 10 years for sure, I'm gonna have to move somewhere down the road, somewhere else on the farm. I mean, I could not live on the farm, which I'm still debating if I want to stay on the farm or if I want to move somewhere else. But it would be kind of silly of me to not live on the farm in some respects because one day a lot of it will be mine and I will need to be here to take care of it. But that's a long time from now, too. So I don't know. I have a lot of decisions to make about where I want to live one day. And thankfully, my husband kind of doesn't really care too much. As long as he's with me, he doesn't care too much, which I'm thankful for. You good, Sonia? I see your little scared face over there. I think that's what it is. I can't see good. We just inherited this house and no more, so we are just going to see. There you go. Exactly. See, I would do the same thing. Absolutely. Like I said, if it was going to be my house and I was going to inherit it, I'd do the same thing. I'd get it and I'd slowly try to like replace the windows and do little tiny things. You know, that's really the main thing that we need is like new windows. But I mean they're fine. They're just old. Um, and so I mean this house is like 80 years old, 70 years old, something like that. I think 80. It did not, there was no electricity here when my house was built, but they knew electricity was coming, so they built the house like for like be ready for the electricity, but they didn't actually have it out here yet. If that tells you how old it is. And we'll probably still end up with, I don't know, one of two houses I could rent on the farm to live in, but I don't know. I know one of them would be a lot better for me and my husband because one of them he could have a shop and I could have a craft room outside, but I don't know if that's the one we'll end up with or not. I don't know. It all just depends. Don't know where I'm going to end up, but I will end up wherever I end up with all my little animals and my little husband and all my yarn. And I will be happy about it wherever I am. Heck, I'd live in a van. I really would. Like, if my husband would do it, I'd take a van and just go travel. Like, I'd love to do that. Like, around the country. My husband's not really down for that. If he was, I think we'd freaking do it. But I would love to. I think it would be so much fun. I've had friends that have done it, and I'm so jealous. I'm like, oh, I would love to do that. Not that I couldn't do it one day, but I just think it would be fun. Just for a couple months or something. A van, a bus, or something. But now I got 2 animals, and that makes that a little more difficult. It would have been easier with just a little Arthur, but now I got a little kitty. You have to get better in your harness before we can live van life, kitty. Oh my gosh. It's a big American fridge. Really? The fridge and freezers are typically very skinny. They make the milk. That is funny. Really? I wonder why. I guess that's just how they always were, and they like a lot of the older houses. They just make them to fit in that. I would guess. I don't know because everything there, you know, there's so much older than here. A lot of things. So I'm just wondering if it was like, well, this is how big our ice boxes were. So like this is how big everything is set up for it to be. And so we're going to need to keep it this size. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Because if not, like no one's going to have room for this in their kitchens. We can't make it bigger now. Let's see if I can keep losing my yarn there. That is crazy though. My dad did that. Sold his 3 houses, bought an RV, and travels all over my sister owns an RV park. So that's their main house. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. See, that just sounds so fun. So now I'm thinking maybe when I get old or something, right? I was thinking maybe when I was young. Now I'm like, maybe when I get old. Not too old, but just old enough, right? Let our fridges fit under the kitchen counter? That's crazy. What? Whoa, like a dishwasher or something, which I don't have one of those. I wish I did. That's the only thing I wish I had in this house. Like one thing I would change is I would put a dishwasher in here. But oh my gosh, that's wild. So they're like mini fridges essentially, but not really, but sort of like holy crap. Like a big mini fridge. Wow, that's wild. I did not know that. So Mac's brother moved to the UK, but like I don't know, he's only told us like a few little things here and there. That's crazy. And his wife is from Scotland, and she's also in the UK with him. But they met in Japan, which is funny. Two people from two random countries meeting in Japan and then moving to another country. All right. Am I still? Yeah, I must have been at the very beginning. Now I'm finally wrapping up the second row. I was like, I must have been at the very start of this. It's taking forever to get around here. So it's not that slow. Let's see. My hand's not moving that slow. The washing machine and dryer goes under the kitchen counter too. That is crazy. So they're probably a little smaller than normal as well. Because ours in here, you know, they don't quite fit under something. They're like right at that same level. They're not quite that small. Even like the smaller ones wouldn't fit under. A lot of people have a chest freezer in the garage. I bet. It sounds like you guys need one, man. We've always had one, thankfully. Like my grandparents always had one growing up because they would grow vegetables and like can and freeze, and so they always had extra freezers we could use. And then my parents ended up getting an extra freezer, and then they bought us a little chest freezer, so we have a little extra freezer because our freezer isn't huge; it's like a smaller one, sort of. And so we were thankful my parents got us a chest freezer so we could buy like more meat and stuff. But man, that's so funny. I bet though you guys have to, especially if you had like a real family with any amount of people. Oh my gosh, how do you keep anything stocked for more than a couple days? I guess you don't really, do you? You guys go to the grocery store like every 3 days? Like, how does that work? I don't feel like that. Yeah, that's wild. I'm thinking because like typically we go once a week. So I'm thinking if our thing was like half that size, we'd have to go like every 2 or 3 days. I feel like it's wild. It's the little things that make a difference, man. Because I know that's like it doesn't seem like a big thing probably to people there, but to you it's probably like, no, you don't understand. Like that little those couple extra inches make a big difference when it comes to like the space in your fridge and your washer and gosh. Oh, when is it gonna rain? Friday? Okay. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I got something to do Friday. I don't know. Oh, I know. The show is Friday. That's what it is. Oh, don't rain on us when we go to the show. Oh well. It'd be alright if it's raining. We just might have to walk through the rain downtown. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Foods are not preserved the way they are in America, so things go off quick. True. It's about what you need for a few days or else get things put in the freezer. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes all the sense. All those things together. So really, even if you had a bigger fridge, you'd still have to go a little more often anyway. But I guess all of those things combined, I guess makes more sense maybe why it could be a smaller fridge, you know? Like, well, it's not going to last as long. So really, what are you going to fill a huge fridge up with? Unless you do have a massive family. But I know it's still like, what? To you, I'm sure coming from here, you're like, this is what? This is all you guys do? This is all the space you got? Like, what do they do on? Well, they don't have Thanksgiving. I was about to say, what do they do on Thanksgiving? Well, what do you do for Christmas if you like have people over? My goodness. I guess you just, I don't know. Hope you don't get too many things that go bad ingredient wise, I guess. That is nuts. In your second pocket? Oh, you are? Good. I was thinking about adding pockets to this, and I still might. I don't know if I'll do it. I could always go back and add them later, but I kind of want to at least attempt like a granny square with a pumpkin on it and see if I like it, and then maybe put it as a pocket or two on the front. I considered that. I really did. And I also considered if I ever make another one of these for Halloween, that I would do the thing granny squares in the back and make a bunch of different ones and put a stripe of them in the back That would be cool too. But I don't know. But I'm thinking about maybe trying the pocket thing. I don't know. Because then I could line the pocket, I guess. Because I'd rather it be lined if I did it. I don't know what it would look like, but I could try it. You just want the ice and water dispenser. I know. Sorry, I hit the mic. I know, me too. I would have so appreciate that. Because my poor little fingers, I know it sounds pathetic, but like every time I try to get the ice cubes out of the ice tray, it's like silicone, and my little fingertips, they just freeze to death is all I can say. I'm always like, my hands, and I have to like take a break and then like go back to get more ice cubes. My hands are just sensitive to the cold, and I'm like, I can't keep getting ice out of this thing. So I wish I had one too. I would probably even drink more water if I did. I remember having one growing up at my parents' house when I was little, and then at some point it stopped working, and they never like wanted to fix it, and I was like, cool. And so we never had another one. And then I remember like using it when I would go over to my boyfriend's house, and I was like, oh man, I miss this. My husband's house when we were dating, and using his mom's, but man, I haven't had one. Maybe one day. I think we would both appreciate it. All right, let's see. Finally finished that row. I just need to weave this in if I cut my little tail. Oof, I had to stretch my legs out. They've been straight for way too long. Where are curled up? I mean, where's my needles? I need this one. There we go. Where is it? Oh, I almost pulled the thing out the wrong way. Let's see. You hate ice trays, I know. I especially hate those silicone ones, like I said, because I really have to like touch everything and my hands just freeze. I'd rather have the like plasticky ones you can like pop out kind of, but my husband hates those, so we always have the silicone ones, and cold. Hello, I am crocheting a sweater for Halloween. There we go. Oh, they have these bags that you fill with water, and the water falls into a little square and pouches that are ice shapes, and then they're frozen. You put the original compartments, and you have a bag of ice. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen something like that before. Sorry, my contacts are bothering me again. I'm like blinking weird. I need eye drops. Yeah, I think I've seen those. That is cool. You'll have to let me know if they work. That is interesting. I think I've seen something like that. Right, let me weave this all the way down here. Tie this and then weave it in some more. 2 and 3. Arthur, we'll go outside in a little bit. What time is it? 1:30? Yeah, in about 20 minutes or 15, 20 minutes, we're going to go outside, okay? Yeah, so you just rest your little tuckus until then. Mommy might put little one's harness on and see if he would like to go outside too. But right now he is asleep. Let's see. Is it daytime? It is daytime. It is about 1:30 p.m. here. Just feel, I already read that. What am I going to have for dinner? I don't know yet. I need to see. I don't think we have anything. I don't know what my husband bought as far as like meat this weekend. I may just have pasta. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. I'm a last minute thinker. I get random things and then I forget what I've bought, and then I have to go look every night. Like, okay, what can I make tonight with what I have? Oh yeah, that's right. I also want to make. I have a weird thing where I like rice and peas, not rice and beans, rice and peas. I like white rice and green peas with butter and salt and pepper. And then chicken always makes it better. But man, I might make that. It's been a while since I've made that. It's a weird thing, but I've always liked it. Because my dad used to make mushroom chicken with like the mushroom Campbell's soup and like tenderloins, and then he would bake that, and then he would put like the rice and the peas, and then they would mix together, and I always liked it. And so now I just sometimes make it because I loved it when I was a kid. I still love it. Oh, you did, Moonrose? I'll have to check for it. Ooh, give me an egg. Ooh, there you go. And fries. There you go. That does sound good. Fries are always good. Pretty much. It's hard to screw them up. You can, but it's hard. Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. And it's really easy to make too, because literally all you do is like put the cream of chicken in there and a little bit of water, like a half can of water. And then I usually use 2 cans because I like a lot of the mushroom gravy on my chicken and rice. And then bake it for however long you bake your tenderloins for and whatever temperature. And it's very good. Very, very good, especially like I said with some rice and some peas. All right, or rice and whatever else you like. All right, I'm gonna pull this through and cut it. I think that is plenty weaved in. If I weave it in any harder, I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay. Now we need the black yarn down here. We also need something to drink. I was about to fall asleep before I came on here, but I woke up pretty fast. Arthur, what do you think? Do you think we'll find something good to watch when we get off of here and finish our chores that include walking you? I bet we will. I don't know what though. I feel like there was something I almost watched. I want to watch some Halloween episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch because that's one of my favorite shows ever because I grew up on it. And so I need to look up the Halloween ones and I want to watch one of those. Sabrina, I will watch almost anytime, anywhere. I wanted to be Sabrina when I was little. For sure, I wanted to be Sabrina. 1, 2, 3. Anything Sabrina related, I was into. I'm surprised that I haven't named a cat Salem yet, but I haven't yet. But I'm sure one day it'll happen. I just haven't had the right cat yet. So link also. Thank you, Moonrose. I will look. I think I did see that I had a message when I was walking home from work. I just haven't looked yet, so I will look in a little bit. Hello, Elise. I hope I'm saying that right. How are you? Whoops, I think I did something weird. Okay. I'm working on a Halloween Hexi cardigan, which I may or may not try to add some little pumpkin pockets to if I can figure out how to do a granny square with a pumpkin with only black and orange and maybe green for the and brown for the stem and stuff. Because I don't want it to be like white and I don't know. I don't want it to be too many colors mixed in with this. I'd rather it to match this. If not, I won't do it. I guess I could always line it with a black or something fabric and then it would be okay. Because the fabric's probably going to show through the holes a little bit. But I think if I lined it with like a darker black fabric, it would be good. The pocket. I think that would be fun. Did I? Yeah, I did. That's right. I did. I was trying to remember. Have I washed my rainbow cardigan yet? No, I did. Because I've only worn it like once twice. Yeah, I did. I washed it. And it was fine. I was scared, but it was fine. I'm always scared washing things, even though I've never so far had anything come apart on me. I try to like sneak knots into things when I weave things in so that it can't come undone really, unless that comes undone, but it can still happen. So I would really hate for my Hexi to get a hole in it. That would be real sad. And I'm hoping by washing them too that it'll soften them a little bit as well, because it is acrylic. I need to make one out of cotton one day. Maybe if I pick out some of that, I love this cotton, or I love this yarn cotton, or whatever. It's a little softer. That might would be nice. There we go. See, there's a news story. More Americans are living in RVs. See, you know, people on the move, Arthur. They're trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us. You know, they're doing that because housing prices are ridiculous, I think, but I would want to do it for fun. I've always thought an RV sounded like fun. But I don't want an RV you pull behind the car. I want one you can be in while you're driving. Otherwise, I'm like, no. No fun. Slipped out of my teeth. This is bothering me. Excuse me, Mr. Mellow. I love you, but you're in my way. Drink. They do. They do. They can. They certainly can. It's the worst, though. We had a dog from our neighbor that kept getting in our trash, and I was like, I don't know what to do, because like it's like you can only tell somebody so many times that, hey, your dog's getting out in the middle of the night and getting my trash and spewing it all over my yard, and then I have to clean it up at 6 a.m. in the morning before I leave for work, and it's happened a dozen times, and I'm really tired of it. Could you please put your dog up and make sure they don't get out? You know, like you can only say that so many times so nicely, and thankfully, thank goodness, after about the dozenth time, they did something and it finally happened, because they got upset because the dog brought back a bag of potato chips. I was like, really? You're upset that the dog brought back a bag of potato chips? I had to pick up the trash with my husband at 6 a.m. in the morning for 12 different occasions. Whatever. Oh, me. But luckily, they did finally do something. The dog hasn't come back, so I am thankful. But man, sometimes people can just be like, mm-mm-mm. And you're stuck with them. They're just there, you know. They're neighbors. What else do? You got to be nice, right? Well, you don't have to be. However, it is in your best interest to be nice, because you're going to still be seeing these people, you know. We don't want to be rude to these folks. It's like, I don't want to be mean to you, please, but I will be if you don't start putting your dog up. Because the other thing was, I was also concerned for their dog, because the dog's getting out of the trash, and I can't watch what I throw in my garbage. You know, I mean, I can, but I also can't. Like, I have to throw it away. And so I was also concerned that the dog could get into something that could hurt the dog, like a chicken bone, or God knows, you know. So anyway, thankfully the dog is good now, but I did worry for the poor dog as well. And that was part of the thing that we told them, was like, listen, you know, I can't control what the dog's eating out of my garbage. So you just got to kind of watch the puppy dog. Just kind of how it is. I know. Oh, thank you, Moonrose. I thought you did, Moonrose, because when I left, I was on my phone and I saw this thing come up and it said moderator thing. And I was like, I think Moonrose just made me a mod. I was like, I can't imagine why else all of a sudden, because I had just left. So thank you, Rudy Razor, for digging up the tree. Oh my gosh, what in the world? It's not like it's early. It's what? Probably like 6, 7 o'clock where you're at least, or somewhere around there, 5, 6, 7. Why in the world are they upset about that? It's not like he's doing it in the middle of the, you know, morning, the butt crack of dawn. That I could see somebody being like, really, why are you doing this at 6 a.m.? But like, and still, even to do that, I wouldn't do that. I would just be annoyed. But that's wild. People are rude, man. Come on. He's just trying to clean up. You got to do what you got to do. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't being crazy about it. It's not like he's running around the place trying to make a bunch of extra noise. He's just taking care of what he needs to do. Mm-mm-mm. People are silly. Oh, there goes my iPad. What's it doing? Okay, let's check it. She was like, "Why are you even digging it up? It's not like it's still growing." He was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm digging it up. I want my yard to." Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because if you don't dig it up, it's going to rot and turn into a giant hole as well. Like, lady, that's what happens with tree roots. He's not even making any noises. He's doing it mostly by hand. Yeah, see, that's so silly. Let him do what he wants in his own yard. He's not hurting anybody. It's not like, even if he was cutting down an old tree, it's his yard. But it's not like he is cutting down this old 80-year-old beautiful magnolia tree that has blessed the community with its beauty. Oh my goodness, that's so rude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Gotta be nice, people. Has to be nice. Been lurking and making some beef stew for dinner. Aw, thank you for lurking around, Rita. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. That sounds delicious. That sounds wonderful. Oh, that makes me think I need to. Oh, this winter I need to make a good roast, because I accidentally, when I moved out on my own, I was like, I'm gonna make my husband, well, at the time boyfriend, I'm gonna make him a roast and did it. You guys, I bought pork. I meant to buy beef, and so I cooked this thing. I was like, it doesn't look right, and then I cook it, and then I'm like, this isn't what I thought it was, and I was so disappointed, you guys. And I had spent this like a good amount of money on it, and it was like when we first moved out, and I was like, man. So I've got to do that again and make an actual roast, because I know my husband would just love it. I just haven't done it. I just need to do it, because they haven't had a good one at the store either. Every time I've looked, they haven't, and wanted to make one, they haven't had a good one. But I need to go to the other store probably. That would be a good idea, especially when it gets chilly. Oh yeah, I need to make that. Potatoes and carrots and a roast. Maybe some onions in there. I'm not a big onion fan. I'm not going to eat them, but they'll be for flavoring. Although I'll eat a blooming onion, which makes no sense. A blooming onion, I'll eat one of those, fried onions, but I will not eat any other kind of onion. No, thank you. Just like I won't eat a tomato, but I'll eat ketchup. I don't know. It's weird. Be kind. It's not really that hard. See, there you go. That's what you need to wear out to the neighbor, right? I like that. That's a good motto. So I try to be, I mean, I can be a little sassy, but I try to be nice to everybody. I really do. Unless, like I said, unless you do something to me. Now, I don't like people that hurt me. I'll be honest. I really don't. You hurt me, I don't like you. But that's like, you have to really hurt me. But you hurt me emotionally in some way or physically. That's different. But other than that, I try to be nice as I can to people. And I always try to approach people with a generally happy and positive attitude, especially out in the daily life. It's just, you don't just come up to people and approach them with anger and bitterness and, well, why are you doing this? Like, if I really wanted to know, I would be like, well, could I ask why? Like I would try to ask in a nice way if I had to ask at all, but not everybody's like that, unfortunately. I just like to keep the peace. I don't like confrontation. I don't like fighting. I don't like people fighting around me. Nope, 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 nope. I do not do well with people fighting around me. I always wanted to try a blooming onion. They look delicious. They are. I love me a blooming onion with a little ranch on the side. Ooh. I really need to go. The only place I know where to get one other than like the state fair is I think you can get them at Outback Steakhouse still, and so I need to go one day. And that's all I need to get because my husband's not going to eat it. He might once he tries it, but he thinks he's not going to eat it. And so that's all I need to eat because it'll fill me up. That's more than enough. I used to share them with my parents growing up, and they were so good when we would go to the fair. Oh man, they were the best things. And they had the good, like homemade kind of ranch with them. Oh, so good. I'm a sucker for some good ranch. Not gonna lie, especially like I don't know, just good ranch is good ranch. Is all I can say. But good restaurant ranch, hard to beat that. If you don't like peanut butter and jelly, you probably eat one peanut butter cookie. Hey, peanut butter cookies are good. I used to make those. You remember those blooming onions, right? Aren't they good? Hello, Rosalie. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. I finished my voodoo doll's big brother. He's got a slightly darker big brother because I didn't have any more light colored brown for the burlap sack looking voodoo doll. Still thinking about making a colorful one, but I haven't decided yet. I want to finish this thing first. I'm good. I was about to fall asleep before I came on here, but I was like, because when I got home from work, but then I was like, you know what? I know if I just come on here, the people will wake me up. I know they will. I think I talk a lot too on here because I get like not nervous, but kind of nervous, and so I talk a lot. But I don't like quiet. I don't like a lot of quiet. But I am good. Oh, there we go. I was like, I thought my hook was stuck. I think it kind of was, but it's all right. Hopefully, I better be working on this if you ladies go live later, Rosalie. If I'm not working on this, somebody tell me to pick this up and work on this instead. My cardigan, because I need to finish it. Somebody say, finish that cardigan. Is it done yet? Just keep pressuring me until I'm done. I am. I'm working on technically the second half, but I need to lengthen the sleeve on the other half as well when I get them to the same size. I need to check soon and see how much bigger that one is than this one because it's getting there. And then, like I said, I need to decide, do I want to do the border in orange or in black? I may just be boring and go with black, even though I think orange might be kind of fun. And start dinner in a bit. I'll boil the gammon for a minute. Oh, yeah, there you go. So say I figured it was somewhere around that time for you, Amanda. So you are about 5 hours ahead. Yeah. That's what most of the people I know in the UK are, about 5 hours or so ahead. So I figured. Well, I'm about to get off here in a few minutes as well, about 5 or 10 minutes. So don't feel bad. I appreciate you for being here, Amanda. Thank you. I have to. You haven't been live recently, have you, Amanda? And I missed it? Or you just haven't been? Because I haven't seen anything, and I just want to make sure I'm not somehow missing. You know how YouTube can be. It can be like that, where you just don't see things. Like I'm even subscribed to like this radio station, and I was trying to watch their live the other morning, and it wasn't on my subscription page that they were live at all. And I was like, okay, I'm subscribed. Why isn't it on my page? But I don't know. Oh, you went live today, but only on TikTok. Oh, okay. I'll have to, even though I don't really use TikTok, I'll have to add you on there, so maybe I can get notifications, and maybe I'll at least go on there when you're live sometime. Because I used to sometimes for certain people when they were live, and that's about all I'd use it for. But I haven't used it in so long that I think it kind of stopped sending me notifications. I still get like random ones that are like, "Hey, Amy," da da da. But I don't get like so and so posted a video or so and so is live anymore. So I need to check those and see if I follow you on there. I may already follow you on there. I don't know. I have to check. Need to do more on YouTube. I would love to be able to do, like, if I could go live on TikTok, I would, but I never figured it out enough to get enough followers to go live there. So I never did. I've done Instagram and it's all right. It's not bad, but I kind of think I prefer YouTube now because I just know more people on here, and I don't know. But Instagram's okay too. I'm not against it. Ugh. But like I said, I've never done TikTok. I've always wanted to, but like I said, I never got enough people on there, and I never really promoted it enough to get it to go anywhere either. So, like, I don't think I even have it in my description anymore. I think I took it out. Anyway, you can do live on my phone, YouTube, so you have to do it on your. Oh, okay. You don't live on YouTube. You never get any viewers. Aw. Okay, Moonrose. You didn't get a notification, Rosalie. I go on YouTube, you never get any viewers. Yeah, see, I don't know. It's weird how it works. I don't really understand it. It's all. I don't even know. Don't even know the word for it. It's YouTube. It's the internet. But man, that's why I try to make community posts, but at the same time, I know people don't see those either. So it's like, dang. Sometimes some people see them, and so that does help, like a few people. But then sometimes nobody sees it, and it doesn't really help much. But I do it anyway, just in case. And then some people see them like way later, then it doesn't really help anything. If it was like, I'm going live in an hour and they see it 3 hours later, then it's like, oh, which I might just like delete it after so it's not still there. Mm-hmm. Oh, Archie, you going back to sleep? Aw, how many do you have on TikTok, Amanda? You obviously have like more than 100, right? So you have more traction over there. Well, that's great. I mean, like I said, I wish I had more of a thing over there. Even with my like 1,000, I don't know what it is, 1,400, whatever followers I have on Instagram on that account, and then I have like 900 more on the other account, which I don't use very much anymore. But there are 900 different people than are on the other account, which I think is kind of cool. But because they're a whole different audience. But that account, I also never got like a ton of views on live, even though I had that many followers. You still don't. I don't know. Instagram Live's just not really a big popular thing like it once was. But I haven't done it in a long time, but I'm sure it's probably about the same. You probably get it like 5 hours late. Yeah. Right? I know. You will. You'll get it like 5 hours late. I know. I think sometimes I don't get notifications for when you ladies go live at night, or either they are sometimes late or something, because I very rarely see it like at the beginning. I tend to just kind of be scrolling and be like, oh, there they are. So I don't know what that's about. It is strange. And then sometimes you see people's community posts like 3 days after they post it, and you're like, okay. Which is fine if it's not time sensitive, but if it is, then oh well. Time is it? Yeah, we're gonna go in just a minute. Oh wow! But you don't get any views? Dang, Rosalie, are you serious? I don't know if I followed you on TikTok or not. Like I said, I don't really use my TikTok. I can't remember the last time I even logged on, hit the app. Yeah, I have like 1,400 on TikTok or something, or just weird people. Oh, like I said, I just never really, I don't know, I never really understood it, so I never really did much with it, as you can tell. Like, the only thing on there, on mine, is like, I think they're literally videos I made for other platforms, and I just put them on there. Because I was like, I don't understand this. But, oh well. I just worried about my Instagram and my other more. So I do have a good number of people on Instagram that watch my stories and stuff every day. And I have more people that watch my stories every day than like my posts now on Instagram, which is like, you're watching what I'm doing, and I love it. Like, it's great. I'm glad people are interested in what I'm making every day, and I love that. And I tell people, like, if you want to know what I'm doing every day, you should watch my stories on Instagram. But it's just interesting that I get more like views and likes on those than I do on actual posts. Sometimes it's funny. I'm like, that's weird because nobody sees the posts because I'm not posting them enough. I don't post enough on Instagram. I think I'm kind of shadow banned now because I had like one little video go viral, and then it did well for a while, and then after that I didn't post as much, and it like went down, and I swear like nobody sees my posts anymore. And so that all went down, but my stories, people still see my stories because they have to physically go look at that, so it's different. So I don't know. If you regularly on TikTok, I haven't been consistent with it recently due to your house move. Oh, well, that makes sense. It makes perfect sense. You started that way before. Yeah, same. I guess I had my Instagram. Yeah, because I had I had a personal Instagram. And then I started posting like a few flowery pictures on there. And then a lot of people started to really like them. And so then I had a whole account dedicated to like uh, the garden and the farm and taking pictures and doing the flowers and all that stuff. And that account did really well for a while. And I posted every day, and it was like a big thing. And then I got like almost 1,000 followers. And then at some point, I started crocheting in that time. And then I was like, well, I don't want to post that on here because this is kind of a photography audience. So let me start a new account for my crochet. And then I think later on I did YouTube. I think that's how it went. Yeah, that's how I did it. It's like I couldn't remember, but yeah, that's the order it went. I think your stories get more views because Insta always notifies me when you have a story posted, but not always when you do a post. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know why it does that. I know it does sometimes though, because it'll be like so and so like hasn't posted in a while and has posted a story, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I know what you're saying. Hmm. I don't know. That is interesting. I wondered if it had anything to do with the fact that my name started with an A, and my name, like my account, might be like more likely to be on this side where you see it to click it. I don't know if that makes any sense, like on the left. But I don't know if it has anything to do with alphabetical order or not. It may not. It may literally be just like who you click on. I don't know. Let's see. I'm almost around the corner. I'm gonna make it around the corner, and then I think I'm gonna get off, you guys, because I need to take my dog for a bathroom break, and then I'm gonna go for a little potty break, and then clean up a little bit, and then come back and work on this cardigan really for the rest of the night. As long as I have free time, I'm gonna work on it while I'm with my hubby watching TV and stuff. So I'm hoping to at least get it to match up to the other one probably tonight, and then start working on matching the sleeves up with each other. And then I'll have to decide if I want to trim it in orange, or trim it in black. Like I said, I guess black would look better, so I may just go with that. You live on a farmhouse. I don't want to have a farm. It is fun. I'm glad I got to grow up here. I am very lucky because I was able to spend a lot of time, even though I was an only child and didn't. I mean, I had a cousin, which was good to play with, but I spent a lot of time outside and doing a lot of things that a lot of kids didn't do. Like I got to pick potatoes and ride the tractor and pick the corn and go to the farmer's market and sell the corn and the pumpkins and, do all the fun little things. So it was nice. And now we don't have as many animals and things as they used to have, but we still have chickens and things, and we still grow the vegetables and grow flowers and hay and stuff. So it's still really nice. And we're pretty much just each other's neighbors, so that's good. Our family, so it is nice. I'm very lucky. Trim in black, yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I don't want the cuffs to be orange. You're right, because then they will show if I get anything on. That's a very good point. Very good point. I like your idea. Very good thought. Very good thought. We'll do that then, because I'd rather them be black and Also, it would be easier if I can figure out a way to put elastic in the cuffs. Finding black elastic to match, much easier than finding orange elastic to try to match, right? But I'm going to try to work that out. I don't know. I'm going to look at those shorts I made, those crochet shorts at the waistband and see, because I'm pretty sure it's just ribbed crochet on the waistband of those shorts. So that would mean I could, in theory, do a similar thing. I don't know. I'll have to look. Arthur, you ready to go? Come here. Come here. Come sit here so we can tell the people bye. You want to tell them bye with me? Come here. Oh, you got the red eyes for a minute. Yeah, you get the red eyes in the camera. What? Are you grumpy that I woke you up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mwah. He's grumpy. I woke him up, I think. I'm sorry. You were awake. You weren't here. Okay. I'm sorry. He says, Mom, I'm sleepy. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. Thank you for coming on and helping me stay awake and work on this for a little bit, you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And thank you for being here. And if you have not already, please hit the like button and subscribe and make sure that you turn on your notification bell so maybe you'll get a notification when I go live. And all that good stuff. But I will see you guys next time. And I thank you guys so much for being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.